What is going on, y'all? Shields up. Welcome back to my channel, Elevate Your Energy. It's Jazi, your favorite Kelly reader and spiritual consult. So today's reading is going to be something a little different. You know, I don't really normally do these type of readings like intentionally, I guess, on the channel. But the way Spirit has been guiding me today, okay, is a little different. So we're just going to roll with it, right? So today's reading is going to be a what's the tea reading, okay? Now, for those of you who know, I'm not the type of reader who purposely and intentionally likes to dive into drama and other people's bullshit and, you know, intentionally focus on negative energy, right? That's not what this is about. But I do feel like part of spirituality is the honest awareness and transparency of the balance, right? The duality that does exist in the 3D realm, which is about, you know, knowing that, yes, you can choose, you know, to observe all the positive things and the love and light and all that shit, but it's also important to maintain balance. That does mean that even if you were, you know, predominantly vibrating on a high frequency, right, it doesn't mean that you're exempt to bullshit. It doesn't mean that you're exempt to, you know, people or energies or frequencies that are going to try to come into your space, come into your awareness, come into your existence or whatever, into your experience, right? And try to derail you, try to throw you off, try to, you know, destiny swap with you, or, you know, all kinds of different things, right? So this reading in particular is to basically bring awareness, right, to the energies that may be surrounding the collective at this time, okay, that we should be aware of. Some funky energy that may be, you know, surrounding us at this time that, like I said, we may be unaware of, but we should be aware of, we should be privy to. Okay, that is what this reading is designed to uncover. Those of you that may have energies around you that shouldn't be there, that may be kind of like sneaking underneath the radar, right, that don't have your best interests in mind, okay, that is what this reading is designed to uncover. Okay, so let's get into this. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope this reading finds you in a balanced and beautiful and aligned and balanced place. Okay, so I know life be life in a real way. I too can speak to that. But it's again about a matter of choosing, you know, our point of attention, you know, what we focus on, what we, you know, give our attention to, right? What we give our awareness to. Okay. So let's see, Spirit, what is going on for the collective? What is the energy that's surrounding the collective? What is the tea for the collective? What should we be made aware of at this time? Please take the messages as they apply. Okay, not all of them are going to resonate with you, nor are they meant to. So use your discernment, be intentional, set your intentions before you watch the reading. Okay, so that way you can only align with the readings that are truly, the messages that are truly meant for you. Okay, and leave the rest for those that it's meant for. All right, so Spirit for the collective. What is the tea? What's going on? What's the energies surrounding the collective that we should be made aware of? Any fuck shit going on? Spirit, let us know. Bullshit, let us know. Let us know. All right, first card out. Ooh, somebody loves drama the same way. Somebody loves drama, same way misery loves company. Fuck out of here, okay? So some of you, that could be the energy that's surrounding you, okay? Be mindful of people that are only with you, or I mean, like in your energy, or only calling you because they want to talk about their drama or because they're going through something, right? They call you when there's a problem, but they don't call you when they found a solution, right? They only bug you or have time to talk to you when they have something to dump on you, right? But you may not hear from them otherwise, okay? Be mindful of people like that, all right? For some of you, this may be someone you haven't heard from in a while, but you will be, okay, very soon. I feel like some of you have been just kind of like needing a break from that type of energy. It makes sense. So let's see, what else, Spirit, for the collective? And I would also be mindful, okay, that if you're attracting these kind of people or aligning with that type of energy on a regular basis, it's just giving you an opportunity to ask yourself to go within, or even, you know what I mean, it doesn't have to be that deep, but just take a moment to just see, like, why did they pick, of all people, why did they choose me to, you know, to contact about this? Or why, you know, it's like, it's good to ask those questions, right? Because that shows you where you're vibrating. It shows you that if I'm aligning with that type of person, then there is obviously some type of energy within me at this current present moment that is being exuded that makes them think that I'm a match to what they're putting out. You see what I'm saying? So it's all an opportunity if you choose to look at it that way, right? So let's see, Spirit, for the collective. Anything else? What is going on? Whoa. Explosive energy is what I'm hearing. All abundance blocks are now removed. Claim it. Yes. Okay. Abundance blocks removed. Claim that shit. Yes. Let's see. So, Ooh, yeah. Take those damn glasses off. Yeah, the rose colored ones. So some of you maybe trying to see the best in one. I feel like I'm speaking to a collective that tends to, like to give people the benefit of the doubt, right? I get it. I've been there. We like to see the best in people. We like to see the highest frequency of people, right? The good in those, right? But sometimes it's also important, which is, like I said, for readings like this, it's also important to see the duality of that, right? The flip side of that, the darker side of that, right? For awareness, not because we want to participate, not because we want to play the game, but because we want to know that it's there, right? That's where this is coming from. So let's see. And it feels like, because some of you stepped into a new energy. Some of you have stepped into a new timeline, a new frequency, a new version of yourself. And that is what it feels like, this energy. It's like you're going to have people collective that are going to come back up, that are going to pop back up. And sometimes I feel like this happens for a couple of reasons. Okay. Like I said, take it as it applies, but a lot of times right before your major breakthrough, right, we do have those, some people call tests. Others I would like to call, what I recently kind of like heard it reworded, was verification. Okay, verification that this is a new version that you plan on embodying. This is the new frequency that you prefer to live in. This is the new baseline of a frequency that you plan to operate from. This is a new reality or realm that you want to vibrate from, that you want to be your baseline point of attraction, right? Is what that feels like, is your baseline has shifted, your baseline has elevated, your baseline has upgraded. Okay, and it makes sense. So that's why sometimes people from your past or old frequencies will come up during these breakthrough periods to verify, do you really want what you asked for? Do you really want what you want? Are you ready for what you asked for? It's about to be delivered. Are you home? Are you ready to receive? You see what I'm saying? Like, are you home? Like, it's like a delivery person. Like back in the day when cell phones first came out, right? And we used to have them get them mailed to the house type of thing. UPS, like when I even worked for UPS as a manager, they weren't allowed to just leave a cell phone. Somebody had to be home to sign for it, to say, yes, I received the package, I got it, they delivered it, I received it, all is well, right? I don't really hear about that happening too much anymore, right? And so this, like I said, just feels like an energy of, this is Spirit's way of trying to make sure that you, aka the recipient, right, is ready for what you're about to receive, that you are ready to receive this this new gift, this timeline, this breakthrough, this expansion of frequency, this expansion of energy, right? Are you ready? Okay. So and it feels like some of you, who this person is that may be surrounding you at this time. I'm trying to block the sun because it's so this person that it feels like some of you maybe aligning with at this time, or maybe coming back into your frequency for verification of this new expanded version of you that you have embodied, or that some of you are getting ready to embody. Okay. This person may be immature, controlling, deceptive, manipulative opportunist, or a shit starter. Okay, somebody that has red flags. All right, pay attention to the red flags. Let's not try to paint the red flags a different color to act as if they don't exist. Let's not do that. Yeah. Okay. So let's see if I do this. That didn't help. Let's see if I turn this that way. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna just see if I could rock it like this. Let's see if this helps. Okay. So this is the What's the Tea deck. I don't use this deck very often. It's like a brand new, fresh deck for me because, like I said, it's just, unless I'm guided, unless I'm, called to, use it, that's the only time I will, So, yeah. So let's see what else is going on for the collective. What else do we need to know? What is this energy, spirit? What is surrounding the collective at this time? What do we need to be made aware of? What the heck's going on? Let's see, spirit. Oh shit. I love that. I love that. It's like three older melanated guys that are obviously look like friends, or obviously I don't know what the relationship is, but they're just like meet up at the lake that I'm at, and they're like just chilling. I feel like they're playing. I don't know if they're playing a game. I don't know if it's dominoes or something like that, but it just reminds me of like times back in the day where my family, like when we would go to like cookouts or different holidays, when I was celebrating holidays, different things like that. reasons, you know, to go over to my auntie's house or something, and that's what my cousins or my uncles or whatever be doing. So it's just, it's nostalgic for me. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see, Spirit, for the collective. What do we need to be made aware of? What is this energy? What is this energy that we need to be made aware of? Maybe trying to infiltrate our space, okay? And I also feel like another reason why Spirit guided me to do this reading in particular is because for those of you that can relate, that are like myself, when you have experienced so much of particular types of frequencies that try to, you know, keep you stuck, that try to, you know, derail you, try to throw you off, when you experience so much of that shit, so many distractions that you could tell, you could pinpoint, that is purposely trying to fucking throw me off or distract me or derail me or whatever the fucking case may be, right? It's like when you can identify that shit, it's like, it's so important to be able to see it ahead of time, right? To avoid, to prevent, to, you know, redirect, to realign, right? In such a way to where it's like, nah, I see your ass coming. I kept getting blindsided before. Now I see you before you get here type shit. This is that energy, a frequency of, you know, identifying something before it gets to you, being able to see it so you can plan and respond accordingly. Okay. So, God damn it. Oh, where to go? Where to go? Oh no. Oh no. Guys, I feel like it went all the way. I don't know what the fuck that was. I think it went like all the way under my seat. Ugh. Oh no. Okay, now I gotta get it. Oh, please. Okay, we're back. And then after I got the card, the whole deck fell. Just like, I'm like, bruh. Okay, so hustling. Okay. So for some of you, this person may be a hustler, okay, or this may be an energy that's surrounding you at this time, hustler type energy. You could be this hustler type energy that's in like maybe a hustle mode where, and that kind of makes sense as well too, because even though the real new year hasn't even happened yet, not till the end of March, but there is still, I'm still acknowledging and honoring, you know, this reset of a frequency, this, you know, this newness that is available. It's just not the real new year. You know, there's more behind that in itself, but it is, I feel still important to acknowledge the frequency of what, you know, we've been for a lot of, you know, a lot of us for a long time have considered the new year, right? There is still a frequency available for us to, you know, interact with, for us to take advantage of, or, you know, use to our benefit type of thing. So some of you, this could be your energy that there is a frequency or surrounding you at this time. I'm also getting Mars energy. So you may, check your Mars placement, okay, to see how that resonates. But Mars energy here, okay, so hustling, make it rain, focused on money, getting it, okay. So some of you, that could be exactly the energy that you're embodying at this time, and it feels like there are people around you that are watching you, okay, people around you that are seeing like, oh, you know, collective's getting their money up, collective's really about their bag right now, collective's really, you know what I'm saying, on their shit right now. So that could be exactly why some of you may be having people around you, or people that are, you know, all of a sudden calling you out of nowhere. You ain't heard from them in years, and all of a sudden they, you know, got so much to tell you and so much they want to know, and, you know, different shit like that. So it's just awareness, okay? Be mindful of those type of energies because of what your point of attraction. Just remember, like, oh, it's because I'm, you know, being up leveled, right? You're being upgraded. Your whole life is being upgraded, especially your finances are being upgraded in such a way to where it's like, that is the way the darkness works, right? Of the 3D realm. That's his way of survival, is by trying to distract those that are, you know, vibrating high, that are elevating, that are, you know, their frequency is lifting, okay? They will typically, like the darkness, like I said, that frequency will try to infiltrate, right, the higher frequencies to bring them back down. That's how they survive. It's like, we need you here, right? We're trying to, collective's trying to elevate and get to better, higher places, and darkness is like, nah, we need you back down here, bro. We need to survive. Like, we need you to live. And we're like, no, like, I'm trying to go. So that's what it feels like, collective. Some of you are just in this frequency of like, you're trying to hustle your way. And I don't mean hustle in like a finessing type of way, but I mean hustle as far as like, you just getting it. You're like, I'm not wasting time. I'm not sleeping on myself anymore. I'm paying attention. I'm making moves, doors that are opening, I'm walking through. It's like, you're on point right now, okay? And that's what this is. Knew you who that, okay? Knew you, who's that? Who is that? Okay? That is you, collective. you're in this energy of bossing up, it feels like, in a major way, and people are watching you. There are people that are going to want to, because like I said, your abundance blocks have been removed. Those of you who have felt like you've been blocked, it's like you're not blocked anymore. You never were blocked. But I feel like some of you are just coming to the understanding that I never was blocked. That was a figment of my imagination. That was a limiting belief that wanted me to think I was blocked, right? Because when you think that you're blocked, then it's like, oh, I have to do all this extra stuff to remove the block. It gives you a false sense of, dedication and, responsibility, and I got to do this and work, you know what I'm saying? Shit that is unnecessary. Oh, hell. Oh, God. And they're like right by my car. Okay, anyway, let's see what else, collective. Yeah, so there may be people around you, okay, they're throwing, this could be a person too, okay, this energy may be significant. People around you throwing temper tantrums, okay? This could be somebody you're aligning with, collective, that you're moving on from, that you don't want to deal with anymore, okay? And they're throwing a temper tantrum because you're not, you're not playing their game. And that's what the fuck it is, divination abuser, okay? So for some of you, this could be someone who's getting readings on you, someone who, and that's not cool to do either, because there's no consent given with that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't give permission for somebody to try to tap into your energy to figure out what you got going on, who you're attracting, what you're working on, what you're doing, how much you're making, all the shit about your life that they don't have no business or no access. They don't need the access to that, right? So that's what it feels like. Some of you, that's who you're dealing with here. Okay, there's people around you that are watching you, that are maybe watching readings on you, cross-watching for you, to see what you have going on, because they I feel like for some of you, it's not only that they see your level up, they see your glow up, but they feel it, okay? I feel like for a lot of you, collective, some of you haven't even really popped out for real yet, and I feel like that's definitely on the way. But for those of you who haven't really popped out for real yet, it's like people can feel, especially the people of your past, people that did you wrong, people that know that they should have still been a part of your experience, but because they fucked it up, confirmation, thank you, spirit, they had to get let go of, right? Okay, look, like I said, grudge holder. Okay, this is someone who it feels like some of you may be holding a grudge against, or this is someone who's holding a grudge against you, right? And that's who you'll know who this is this person holds grudges. They don't let things go easily. Maybe they have a hard time forgiving. Okay, this person may have a closed off heart chakra. All right, take it as it applies, but this is at the bottom of the deck. So this is maybe for some of you how you know, because you're the queen rising. You're rising into your queen energy, into your queen frequency, into this receptive energy, this creative and this creative energy, this loving, nurturing, peaceful, prosperous, balanced, harmonious type of energy. Okay, you guys are rising into that, and this person is just like, this person may be trying to catch a case in a sense, because it's like I feel like this person knows what could have been, right? They know where they also can have like an inkling or some type of sense of where you're heading, and they really want to be a part of that. Okay, and it's just like this person, this person could have definitely done spell work. Okay, for this is not going to be for everyone, but for some of you, this person maybe does dabble in spell work or magic, dark arts, things like that. Okay, in order to try to get revenge or try to slow you down. For some of you, it may have worked for a while. Okay, and it's not because they are more powerful than you, but it's just simply the energy that is stronger towards whatever the intention is always going to win, no matter where it comes from. And whatever energy or pull is stronger, okay, whatever magnet is stronger, that is what's going to, the result that's going to, make manifest. So it's like, some of you may have fallen privy to this frequency for a little while, but I'm hearing it didn't last long. If it did affect you at all, if it did cause any distractions, delays, anything like that, it was, I'm hearing it was very minor. It wasn't anything crazy or catastrophic, things like that. It wasn't anything, ridiculous, but it feels like some of you are definitely leveling up in a way, and there are people around you who are jealous, okay, who are envious, who are attention seeking. I'm hearing for some of you, okay. I feel like this is also, I feel like I'm speaking to a collective who is also on social media, okay. You may have an online presence, and this person may be watching you that way, okay. This person also may have created fake accounts to watch you, okay. Take it as it applies. But let's see. Oh my God, come through, spirit. Come through, spirit. Yo, this card fell and I watched it fall, but I didn't see what it was because it just kind of happened. It was just like, I was just like, oh, card fell. Okay, let me just, finish my shuffling. And it happened how, I love this. And I love this. It's not for the confirmation. It's not even that. It's the fact that things happen exactly as they're supposed to. There was a reason that I didn't jump and try to catch the card. It needed to fall the way it fell first for me to be able to channel what the card said before I even looked at it. You see what I'm saying? How things have to happen the way they happen, right? For you to understand why it happened that way. Had I looked as quickly as the card fell, had I looked immediately afterwards, it wouldn't have been the same. It wouldn't have hit the same, right? But it hit this way because I channeled the message first and then the card confirmed it after I looked at it. You see what I'm saying? I love that. I love that. Fake accounts, fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. You see what I'm saying? Like I fucking said, this is confirmational. It still is. Like, it is what it is. Confirmation, okay? Talking shit. This person may be talking shit about you, okay? Talking shit about you online. We don't give a fuck, do we, collective? We don't care. Shit, they gonna talk shit anyway. Everybody got a mouth, just like an asshole. Everybody got one. And, you know, people don't always use it correctly. It's okay. Shine. Yes, your light irritates their demons. God damn it. Yes. That's how you know. I feel like, collective, you guys are definitely dealing with someone, or it could be more than one person, okay, who may be talking shit about, oh, who does collective think they are, who they, you know, I remember when collective was like this, and I remember. Yeah, we all have a past, we all have history, right? But what does that mean? Okay, we're not vibrating there anymore. What the fuck? Like, we had to have the experience. Everybody has experiences, right? But it's a matter what do you do after that? Do you stay there? Do you repeat it? Or do you have something new? Do you take what you were meant to get from that experience and then move forward to the next one, right? What do you do with it? So let's see. Anything else, Spirit, for the collective that they should be made aware of at this time? The energies surrounding them, they should be privy to, so they can avoid, prevent, right? Romantic love affair, sex, fixed, secret lover. Okay, this could be definitely someone who wants to, you know, is trying to get back in your draws, or it could be someone who you used to be intimate with or have sexual encounters with, or, you know, situationship, things like that. It feels like this person, if this is someone from your past or someone that you were once, you know, like I said, having something with, you know, anything like that, it's like this person, it doesn't feel like they've changed. It feels like they're still where you left them, however long ago that was. They haven't changed. Life is still, you know, it feels like sucking for them in some type of way. And that's why, you know, they're trying to come to you, because it's like, oh, I see collectives changing. Let me, you know, get around their frequency. It's kind of like giving me the energy of, you know, how people say that, oh, if you want to be a multimillionaire, you need to get around other people who are millionaires, right? You need to get around those people so you could jump on their wave type of thing. That's what this feels like. This person is trying to jump on your wave to help them out. But it's like they haven't done the fucking work. Look, stalker. See what I'm saying? This person's stalking you. Somebody's watching the fuck out of you. Watching and obsessed, like I fucking said. Okay? So, let's see, Spirit. What else? That's crazy. There was once one and now there's five. That's crazy. No facts. Never has facts. Makes shit up and lies. Yeah. So it's like this person likes to talk shit about you, but they don't have actual, you know, points, right? It's just because they feel rejected. You rejected them, and that's what makes them what it's like. That's what this person is basing their feelings off of, okay? Or maybe the things that they're saying about you, things that they're trying to make other people believe about you. It's all because of stemming from a place of rejection, because you don't want them, or because you know, yeah, this person may be struggling financially, bankrupt, okay? And that could be another reason why, right? This person is feeling rejected in other areas of their life, and they're taking that out on you, okay? Because maybe you were once someone who did support them in some type of way. Maybe you were once someone who was supportive in this person's experience, okay? Maybe you were once someone who did help them, or, you know, do things for them, take them places, you know, whatever, right? When they needed it, and then now that you're not there anymore, because likely they didn't value it in the first place, it's like now they don't know what to do. They thought you were always going to be there, collective. What happened? You were supposed to still be here, collective. I was supposed to be able to still use you, right? No. Fuck to the no. We don't got time for that. We don't got time for that, collective. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Let's tap into some tarot. Let's see. Get some more insight to what this is, Spirit. Let's see. For the collective, Spirit, what is the message? What do you need to know? What does the collective need to know? Who is this energy? Who is this person that has no facts, just talking shit, making shit up? Okay, this could be a karmic connection. Okay, this person could be a Libra. You may be a Libra watching. Libra may be a sign of significance, but the Justice card in particular speaks of a karmic contract. Okay, meaning a contract that is put in place, and a connection that you make, that your soul, right, signed you up for on a soul level, you made in this lifetime to teach you something, to teach you maybe a few things. Okay, typically karmic connections are can be very challenging and complex, and that's why, because there are things, a lot of times more than one, that you're supposed to learn from this person. Okay, and so that's who it feels like some of you are dealing with, is someone who, you know, maybe going through some type of karma on their own, maybe based off the way they treated you at one point, and they don't really know how to handle it. They're like maybe having a hard time right now because they're experiencing their own karma, right? Of how they, and it's not helping that they're talking shit about you. It's not helping that they're fucking stalking you and doing the most, okay, behind the scene, behind the screen is what I'm hearing, behind the screen. Yes, Spirit. So let's see, what else? Who are we talking about, Spirit? And for the first card out to be a major arcana, like I said, Page of Swords. This person watches you, okay? It feels like this person may be reading, like I said earlier, came through earlier. This is again confirmation. This person may be getting readings on you, okay? Talking to other practitioners about you, or trying to get other people to do work for them against you or on you, some shit like that. This isn't to fearmonger or scare. This is again for awareness, where you can decide, effective immediately, right? That anything sent my way, it's automatically backfires. It automatically goes, hits right back to where it came from 10 times harder. You see what I'm saying? It's like there are ways to where you see it's like, oh, okay, let me mitigate this shit real fast. You see what I'm saying? That's what this is about. So, like I said, this is a person maybe used to talk to you frequently, or maybe you guys just share ideas, okay, things like that. This person may be coming to you, telling you that they have an idea they want to share with you, something like that. And it feels like a ploy though. It feels like a setup. It feels like a, kind of like a way, just like a scapegoat, like a way to get in. You know what I'm saying? A way to get in good in some type of way. Okay, let's see what else, Spirit. Whoa! Thank you. So we have the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be someone who could be a water sign. Obviously, we also have Earth here as well. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio could be a sign of significance. But this could also be someone who cares a lot about you. They have feelings for you, okay? Someone who thinks about you a lot, someone who maybe wants something long-term. This to be someone that you've known for quite some time, okay? But it feels like this is someone who is watching you, kind of like move on. They're watching you walk away slowly. It's like, I'm hearing, I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave is what I'm hearing, okay? This person may have told you that before. That could be something they used to say to you a lot. I don't know. I don't know why that message of, in particular came through, but this could be someone who, like I said, is attracted to you. They maybe still are. And that's why this person, I feel like this person could also be thinking about you a lot. Okay. You may have a bigger place in this person's heart than you realized is also what I'm hearing. Okay. And that could be why this person is so, it's like, what the fuck, right? This is someone you moved on from though. Okay. I do feel like things are about to improve in your experience. Things are about to get easier. Whatever conflicts or challenges you have been having, collective, are improving. And that's, like I said, this is typically how it goes though, is that you have those, major, it feels like a setback or a major distraction or a major, something that takes place to throw you off right before the breakthrough. Okay. So it's really important, collective, to take heed of the messages if they apply to you. If you feel like, oh, that's why this person came back around, if you know what the fuck Spirit is talking about here, okay, take heed to that. All right. Do your best to stay balanced, because this is also about emotional balance as well. Okay. To make sure that if you do have people that are coming to you, bringing drama, or, saying certain things, trying to get a reaction out of you, trying to get you stirred up or riled up emotionally, things like that, that you do your best, right? Because you understand that this is a karmic. This means that they're trying to teach me something. They're trying to see, have I learned? They're maybe trying to test me to see, am I, going to respond from emotion or logic? How am I going to handle this, right? This is what that is. So this is about not getting upset at what you're observing, right? But more so focusing on, how do I respond to this? You know what I'm saying? What version am I going to embody in my response to this situation? Okay. So that is what this is about. It does feel like I said, your life is improving in such a major way at this time. And that's why this is coming up when it is, right before the breakthrough, right? Which is also typically when people give up, right? Right before things change in a major way. Spirit is saying, don't do that. I'm hearing, hold the line. Hold the line, okay? Don't do that. Don't let it go. Hold the line, okay? So King of Pentacles, right? This is someone who may be financially stable, okay? I do feel like this may be your energy as well, collective, okay? That you guys are coming into some type of financial stability. Some of you may be relocating, you may be moving, you may be investing in some type of way, maybe getting a new home. I'm hearing purchasing property, things like that. Some of you, like I said, maybe moving, into your, into a brand new home, into your first home. I'm hearing for some of you, okay? Wish come true, all right? Something you've been asking for, something you've been wishing for, something you've been praying to, the Most High for, whatever that is, all right? So let's see, Spirit, can I have a major arcana that can give me insight to who this person is for the collective? Who are we talking about, Spirit? Who is this person that the collective should be made aware of. So it's definitely someone who may be lazy, okay? Can I have a major arcana spirit? This is someone who maybe is not driven. They may be a bit manipulative. I feel like don't have their own passions in line. Maybe they don't have anything that they're passionate about. That's why they're, it's like they don't have their own shit going. So they're bored. Meaning if they're bored, they're going to be fucking with you. See what I'm saying? So let's see, spirit. Is there a major arcana you can give me that corresponds to the sun sign of this person for the collective? Who is this about? So this is going to be for all of you. So if the major arcana doesn't come out, or it's not one that makes sense to you, doesn't mean it's not your message. All right. Just a fair warning. Lovers. Okay. So Gemini. So some of you, this could be a lover or someone that you're needing to make a choice with, someone that you're dating. And they, like I said, it could definitely be a Gemini, but others of you, this is a connection. Like we already knew that. Okay. But this could definitely be, like I said, someone that you are intimate with, or maybe just, like I said, a situation. Maybe it's just sexual, right? However that applies. Okay. But this person could definitely be a Gemini. So for those of you, if you were wondering if this is my message and it's like, okay, if it's a Gemini, that's my person, right? This is your indication. That's your person. That's what we're talking about. All right. If you know, you know. Okay. So let's see, spirit, any other messages for the collective we should be made aware of? What's coming through? Let me see this video. Whoop. I saw the 6 of Cups come out. Okay. So like I said, this could definitely be someone from your past. Okay. That's coming back. Someone who, it also feels like this is a person who maybe have you've known for quite some time, but it doesn't feel like this person has grown much. Okay. This could be someone who's still in their past. They're still hanging on to the past. 666. 666 could be significant. Okay. That could be a number that some of you are seeing at this time. 666. All right. Literally, like some of the last cards that came out were all 6s. Okay. So it does not mean the devil. All right. So I would highly recommend, if you don't know, look up the real meaning behind 666. Okay. So let's see, spirit, anything else? Any final messages for the collective regarding this reading? Ooh, we come through. Fuck yeah. So y'all need to know, okay, the bottom of the deck is the 3 of Cups. You're about to have reasons to celebrate. Okay. And I'm about to show you why. All right. So this is a key indication, collective. Okay. Y'all are about to have reasons to celebrate. All right. Some of you, it's also going to explain why people are coming back, why people are returning at this time. Okay. The 3 of Cups not only speaks of celebration, but it can also definitely speak of third party situations, right? People dealing with other people, dating other people behind, in secrecy, whatever, right? But it also can indicate a reconciliation. Okay. People coming back around, wanting to get back into your experience, wanting to, have reasons of why they needed to call you, why they need to talk to you, why they need to catch up, and, shit like that. Okay. The Fool and the freaking Empress, y'all. Okay. The Fool and the freaking Empress. Like, what? Okay. This is new beginnings, a fresh start, a risk. Okay. Taking a fucking risk. A risk that is going to pay the fuck off. A risk that is going to be worth it. Okay. A risk doing something new, having a new life that's going to be abundant. Okay. Some of you, this is what you're manifesting. For some of you, maybe finding out you're pregnant for the first time. Others of you, this maybe doesn't even have to be a baby. This could just be a metaphorical baby, meaning something you're going to birth, right? You're stepping into a brand new life. Some of you are birthing a brand new life, a brand new reality. Okay. Some of you, that is exactly why this is coming up at this time, because someone knows you're about to take a risk. Someone knows you're about to jump off into a whole new life, a whole new realm, a whole new reality, a whole new dimension. Okay. Some of you, that is what you're preparing for here, and someone feels it. That's why they're trying to come back, because they're like, take me with you. Take me with you. You're like, no. No, right? 5 of Swords. Okay. This person wants to come back around, but they know. It's like they know they're not on the frequency. You're on that cliff by yourself. Okay. They know they can't come with you. Doesn't stop them from trying. Okay. It doesn't stop them from trying, right? But that could also be why this person is holding a grudge, because, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. And it may not be the only reason, collective, okay, but for a lot of you, this person is feeling rejected because they're feeling left behind. That makes sense. That's why it's like they're holding a grudge, because they know they're being left behind. They feel it. And it feels like you're not, maybe there's been times before where you've maybe come back from this person, for this person. Maybe you've, put something aside or on the back burner for them, right? They're used to that. That's what they're expecting, right? And then when you switch it up and you're not doing that anymore, you're not responding the same way, it's like, holy fuck, Collect is really different this time. Oh shit, Collect is really changed this time. Collect is really done this time. Okay? So take it as it applies, but it feels like whoever I'm speaking to, it's like you you know the trajectory that your life is heading, and other people around you, they see it too. Even if they don't know they don't know the specifics, they don't have details, it's felt. It's felt. And so I feel like a lot of you are really being asked to be aware of those energies and frequencies that are wanting to be around you, but they're not growing. They're not learning their own lessons. They don't have their own they don't have their own passions to pursue. They don't have their own goals that they are actively, working on, things like that. Okay, be mindful of those type of people that just want to call you to talk about other people, but they're not talking about opportunities. They're not talking about investments. They're not talking about collaborating. They're not talking about, growing something or generating something. You know what I'm saying? They're just, talking about, it's like, I forgot, this was a long time ago too, but it was like this quote or this saying that, where it's like, poor people talk about other people, rich people talk about opportunities, and it's something like that, where it's like, the type of person you're dealing with based off of the shit they talk about. They talk about a bunch of people, they're likely not successful, they don't have a lot of money, or they're not happy, right? But people who are successful, who are doing something with life, they don't waste time talking about other people. They talk about opportunities, they talk about, new ideas, they talk about solutions, problem solving, things like that. Okay, so that's how you're going to know who this person is or where this person is in their life. If you're trying to figure out okay, before I let them back in, right, where are they at, where are they vibrating, what type of frequency are they on? This is how you're going to know, okay, based on what they start talking to you about, how the conversation starts, right? And then you'll be able to see okay, I can see where this conversation is going, and then you could decide if you want to continue to participate. Okay, so let's wrap with some quick guidance, Spirit, for the collective, please. What is the message for the collective? What is the message? You are here for a reason. Possess self-confidence. Okay, I feel like some of you really need to believe in yourself. It looks like the same identical card, but they're two different cards. Okay, you are here for a reason. Kindness counts. I feel like some of you are really being asked to be kind to yourself. Okay, not everybody's going to be kind to you, but you need to be kind to yourself regardless. Period. Okay. I feel like some of you have a bigger purpose. You have a gift that's calling you at this time, and it's time for you to pursue that. But it's a matter of believing in yourself, being confident in yourself. Okay, I feel like you do have other people around you as well who are aware, especially if they've been around you when you weren't confident. This is Spirit saying you're stepping into some new shit. So it's time. If you didn't have the confidence before, baby, it's time to have it now. Okay, so whatever that is for you, however that applies to you. Okay, if it doesn't apply, if it isn't your message, it may not be yet. Okay, take what you can use, leave the rest for who it's meant for. Okay, I love y'all so much. If you did enjoy the video, I would love to hear about it in the comments. Drop a comment if you would like. Please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you have not, and until next time, y'all. Howdy.